fast.
Oh.
I think you broke 122.
Oh yeah, I was 121.
Yeah, I know you saw you
121.
121.5. Yeah. Yeah. You were flying when you were in traffic.
Yeah,
So how's it
back
feel?
to the truck.
The track has no grip.
Okay.
No grip, especially out of that big left-hander.
So no grip, but you're still going faster than you've ever gone over.
There's nothing
That's
there.
good. You got no grip.
So there's no grip. So what's
That
one
big,
like?
that big left-hander that does a 180.
Yeah.
There's just no grip coming out. It's just completely
How fast?
sliding.
70, 60,
Oh, you enter. I mean, you got to get down to about 50,
50. Okay.
52, and you'll feel it.
Just
The hard part's not the corner. It's just getting your entry speed to arc it in, because you're not entering middle. You're entering middle. You're not
right
apexing.
Right.
So, and you'll see a seam as you start to enter. Like I said, you just want to keep your left wheels to the left of that seam.
So
It's steady throttle, and about halfway you start to apply the throttle. It should suck to the left, but then that last 20%, 30% of that corner, if you're in it, it washes out.
Which is kind of.
Got lock in it, and it's just.
But it's going to that little access road, which is kind of what you.
Yeah,
anyway.
there's two curves there. You can hit those,
Yeah.
but
the right-handers. So is it better?
right-handers seem okay, but there's just nothing.
How about that one left-hander that's kind of off
It's
camber?
fine. It was fine. I didn't feel really anything there.
So
Sorry, I think it's turn 6 just has no grip, and even this turn, not the final turn, but the turn right before it, where you've got, again, it's a middle entry. It's a inner middle. It's an inner middle entry, and usually you can get on the gas a little bit to kind of just squirt to your next little turn. But you can, but it's just not. It's not terrible, but you're like, yeah, there's just not a whole lot of nothing here.
What? So fifth gear in for down to fourth, down to fourth and one.
I never hit fifth. Except for, you don't have to go to fifth going down the straight.
Okay, so you're keeping it in fourth.
Keeping it in fourth, and I'm letting off 100 feet before
100 feet.
300. I'm just gliding it in.
Fourth into one, third into two.
Yeah, so you hit turn 1,
Yeah.
and it's in fourth, and you squirt it. You maintain some throttle between 1 and 2, that little short,
Yeah.
and as you're braking into 2, is when I go to third, straight up to third. And then as I'm coming off of 2, I find it easier just to go right back to fourth.
Right.
Before that left-hander, just go back to fourth.
Because that kind of helps, kind of slow.
The car's not neurotic.
Right.
In third, it's a lot of RPM, and it's like, okay, yeah, you
that
might.
used to be the big debate: is third or fourth through that left.
You might be 2/10 faster, 3/10 maybe, but fourth is.
So you do third, fourth, and then down to third again.
Yeah, then that big right-hander, it's down to third.
Yeah.
Back down to third.
You stay
square
third
out
off of that.
Third all the way down. Yeah, it's third all the way down.
And fourth before you get to the 180 degree.
Yeah. Oh no.
Third
Through that really slow one.
Yeah.
Gosh, no, I just did it. How was it? No, you just stay in. Pretty sure, yeah, you just stay in third all the way to that next left-hander.
Right.
And just third all the way of that.
And then you go to fourth before the right-hander.
No, I think I was just leaving it third.
Third.
But I was.
So then you're coming out of the last turn in third.
Yeah.
And then fourth, and not even worrying about.
Yeah,
fifth.
not even worrying about fifth.
Okay.
You can shift after you come out of that big left-hander. You can shift to fourth, but you're not going to be in it very long.
Right. You're boom.
And over, you can run a ton of RPM up to get to the next corner, but again, I was backing off just a tick early.
The tack
works.
So what's red line, or what do I have to?
There are no red lines.
Yeah, right, 6,500, 7,000.
So that's pretty accurate. Brakes still feel good?
Oh yeah. The one area you might have to pump them, because I think it's got some pad knockback, is that left-hander, that really fast left-hand, 3 or 4, whatever it is.
Yeah. After 1 and 2, and
yeah, you got to go to that left-hander. Depending how you take it, that next turn is a right-hander. You got to get it on the brakes, but because there might be some pad knockback, sometimes there's been a couple times I hit the brakes. It wasn't that there was nothing there. I just had to go further down to get them.
To contact.
And then other times it's like, oh, they're right there. So sometimes I would kind of just check it, pump it real quick.
So you're out of tank. You missed
Hey,
all
roll-
the excitement. Man.
Roll this forward a little bit. Roll it forward a little bit. Okay, that's good. Like right now, they're stiff as can be. So like I said, coming out of that first left hand, there depends on how fast you go through, what your line was. There might be some pad knockback. But
How's the handling change as you go through the fuel though? Does it get pushier or looser?
No, it gets looser. It gets more tossable.
More tossable.
A lot more tossable.
Like it usually does.
But in a really good way. There's like, oh, this thing's not going to step out in any way.
Right.
I did test the brakes down into one. I'm pretty easy into one.
So you're braking at the 200 foot or one?
No.
300?
Right, right as I crossed 300.
Okay.
I got into him. And I'm like, let me see how much more I got. Got into him even more, and I was like, there's a lot more brake here. Todd could tell you about the brakes because I'm not good at using them.
Are you trailing braking anyway? I think
later in the day I will.
Okay.
After I've felt out the track. The track's to me is still different than today than it was yesterday.
It's warm. It's getting warm.
It's getting warm.
Finally getting warm. So.
I didn't really trail brake into any today.
Okay.
I did yesterday. Not deep.
What's
But-
trail braking?
Turning and braking at the same time.
Yeah. So you're instead of getting hard, so straight line braking, traditional braking, like into one here, hard on the brakes, then off as you turn in, right? So hard off. Trail brake, you're not super hard.
You're dragging it
You're
down.
going down, and you're braking to the apex. And right when you get, it keeps the car settled. If the corner's right, it keeps the car settled. And so you're braking to the apex, and then right when you get to the apex, off. I'm doing it wrong with the foot.
On the
You're off
gas.
the brakes and start. Yeah, you do that. That just keeps the nose
Right.
settled. It keeps everything up on the nose. Some cars like it. So I like trail braking because I like a settled car. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's faster, but in some corners it does settle the car a bit.
Okay.
But there's just not a ton of grip. That's the biggest thing I noticed in some of these corners,
Right.
especially that big 180.
Engine felt better idling and stuff today.
I went out on the track in second gear, and you just it just bucks and then you just keep your foot in it a little bit, not just a little bit, and it'll pick it up, and away it goes. There's a big stutter in third gear, in that really slow right-hander. It just stutters a little bit. It's not a smooth pickup. So again, I think it's just all in because it drops the RPM so much.
Right.
It just
Any vibrations? Any?
vibration is the exhaust. It's buzzy. There's a can right here.
Yeah.
It's just buzzy. You feel it. So that's
No fumes in the cockpit or anything.
No, I think we got that fixed. We did have a problem with the fuel tank. So it's redone. The fuel tank now holds about 21 to 22 gallons.
That's your rattle.
Yeah, that's a rat. You can take that out.
The question is, what did it go to?
It's a grade 8. I'll keep that one. Take it home.
It's a freaking big one.
I'll take that one home.
Now we can't fill it all the way up because what's his name?
It had pressure on the tank when I took the cap off.
Did it?
Yeah.
So he moved
Got leaks.
moved the pickup vent way up high.
Yeah.
So we had to plug the other pickup vent, and he didn't plug it well.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I drained the tank below it and put a bunch of sealant, and it's dry, and it's holding pressure. We just won't fill the tank all the way up.
Right.
And because it's at nearly the very top, so we just.
You go drive today?
I think so.
Yeah,
Think
it's gonna
so.
drive.
I'm still trying to wake up.
How tall is your suit?
Not worried about the length of my suit. I'm worried about.
Oh, he
the
wants to
waist.
steal it.
Huh?
He's wanting to steal it.
Oh, do you want to drive today?
No, I'm not allowed to drive. I don't have a
Yeah,
license.
his wife won't let him drive.
No, I drive.
Hey, what happens if the track stays the track? She doesn't have to know you're driven.
Well, she'll know I'm
I
going
don't
to
know
have to
anybody
speed
that-
everybody else out there.
I could keep Keith occupied if you need to.
But The stutter, yeah, the stutter in that big right-hander. There's no grip in that big left-hander. Fourth gear and third gear is pretty much all you use. Training's pretty smooth. This was just a spare tranny.
So this is spare tranny with all heel.
No, this is heel. Yeah, there's nothing special about it.
No straight cuts.
The only thing it came from the factory with a VLSD, a viscous.
Viscous. Okay.
Limited slip differential. You can feel it. Sometimes I think that's the problem through 8.
Heel and tone pretty good, or?
I don't heel and tone.
Oh.
I don't do that.
Now, aren't you glad I'm not Todd right now? So, how's the grip tape on the pad? Where's the air coming to my back?
That Toyota, I thought I was gonna catch that Toyota. He is fast. He is fast through the turns. I couldn't see what he turns. I can catch him down the straightaways. I noticed I was fast him in the straightaway.
The car sounds different. It sounds like a different car.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very
bigger
muted.
Exhaust, bigger headers.
Muted in the past.
I mean, it sounds. It always sounded like an angry beaver, but it sounds like a proper. It's got a proper.
Race car sound now.
It's got a proper tempo. It definitely. I could see where people would want to dive out of your way because I hear it and it sounds like it wants to eat cars.
Sounds like it's coming at you.
There was a Corvette yesterday, and I think it's here. I'm not sure where it is at that. He passed me coming out of 10 or out of this last corner, and there was another car in front of me, and the car in front of me told the Corvette to go that way. Corvette went around him and just smashed the throttle, like at the start-finish line. And I'm from here to maybe they're at the end of the gravel right over there.
Right.
And all of a sudden, I thought there was a car that I didn't see to my left, and I went like this, just like this, because I thought there's a car here. The Corvette was so loud, and I was next to that Armco.
Oh.
It reverberated on the Armco.
And you thought that
came in. I thought, my God, somebody's right beside me.
Someone's come wide.
But it was that Corvette.
Shit.
Not obviously that's not a Corvette, but whatever it was, just hammered it. So talking about loud exhaust, I'm like,
wow.
It's scary. I mean, I'm full song, and I could still hear it and feel it. But no, just feel it out. The left-hander doesn't have a lot of traction coming out. Third and fourth gear, and just find your happy spot.
Yeah, I'm not going to try.
Only place you have to worry about the brakes, like I said, is just that after you come out of that one left-hander, depending on how you came out of it, there might be some pad knockback, but it's always been there. I just had to go
a little bit more. You don't want to wait till the last minute to be your first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's never a corner that I've done well. So.
Okay. My off and on is still on there looking really good. I'm really proud about that because I usually can't spell very good, so I kind of nailed that.
I like the red stripes. I'll bet you can't see him over the wall, but when he goes by.
You want to look at
You can?
Yeah, I've got a stopwatch for you, Al. Because I knew he did a 121. I was like, because it was basically in one. I think he only had about one complete.
You gotta really to get that.
Yeah.
It's really hustling it into one. I mean, I'm like proper. You see, drive race, always.
Yeah.
Millisecond correct. I mean, that's what you've got to do.
Do a good lap.
All through the entire lap, really, to get a good lap. You're really just on top of it. You got to be on top of the wheel.
I think you'd be faster if there's more striping.
You can run.
Yeah.
Are you all right, buddy?
You got a wheel on you? Okay. I mean.
Oh no, Lucas, are you all right? Oh no, he's hurt. We were doing a bicycle race at this Holly park I was telling you about, and he was getting frustrated because I was beating him. So we stopped. We actually stopped